That's Bailu Village.
It is indeed. It's a pretty nice vista.
We might find some clues about my father there.
So this is looking like it's going to be a really
Let's go.
sort of interesting beginning to Shenmue 3.
Sure.
And everything's looking great. They're just walking, the graphics look amazing. And then it fades to black. And then this
Hey,
happens.
Shenhua,
We have to get to the village.
let's
Okay,
go.
mission
Do
objective.
you have any idea where your father might have gone?
No, I don't.
She has no idea whatsoever. Ryu is
Has
perplexed.
this ever happened before?
With my father?
Yes,
Yeah.
with your father.
Has he ever disappeared without telling you?
No, never.
I see.
That's remarkable.
Are you certain that letter from the cave was...
It's his handwriting, without a doubt.
Okay. Are you sure it didn't contain any clues?
Now you're just making Shenhua nervous.
Shenhua?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't care about the letter. I just want to find my father.
I understand.
I don't know why the game did that. Why it couldn't just have sort of them talking without the fade to black bits? And then it's going to happen again. Any second. As they approach the bridge. I mean, once again, you're impressed. You're thinking this game is going to be pretty amazing. I mean, look at the camera angles, the art design. And I think, is it the Unreal Engine 4 or 3? Must be Unreal Engine 4 as the game engine.
Hello, Liu.
Shenhua, who's this?
I mean,
This
they
is
must have
Lil.
known it's
He
Shenhua
saved
as
me
they
from drowning
approached.
in the river.
I mean, he wouldn't have had to if you didn't jump into the river to try and save the goat. But
Did
whatever.
something happen?
A group of thugs tore through here 2 days ago.
Oh no, really?
Will you then, Liu?
The
Why
kind
didn't
we
you
don't
stop them
normally
then?
see around here.
Damn
Let's
thugs.
keep moving.
We're keeping our eye out for foreigners. Foreigners like you, Rio. But since Shenhua's vouched for you, it's fine. Okay, now the game goes back to the weird
Hey,
fade to
Shenhua.
black bits.
What's the matter?
Does the village usually have gatekeepers?
No, there's no need for them. Bailu is a very peaceful place.
Are you sure about that? Because they said some
Rio
thugs
is doing a
came
lot
by.
of
Yes,
double
but
checking.
it sounds like they're not from around here.
Uh-oh.
Still, that's worrying.
Even for you?
Yeah.
You seem like
I
a
admit,
tough guy, Rio.
I'm a little unsettled myself.
Why are you worried?
The village feels different somehow.
It's like there's a strange
imagine.
presence there.
Let's ask around for some clues.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's ask the people in my hometown, Shenhua.
That was a pretty old bridge.
Indeed, that's the Verdant Bridge.
That's what it's called.
Yes, it's been
Yes.
in Bailu for a while.
It's not called the Old Bridge.
Is
Rio.
that the village? Up ahead?
Yes,
Yes.
everyone
it is
lives up ahead.
the single
We can
village
ask
that you
around.
saw up ahead.
Someone's bound to know
At
something.
the very beginning.
Let's not waste another second.
Seconds wasted. Okay. From this point forward, I think the game is fine. But that initial introduction setup leaves such a terrible impression on people who don't love Shenmue. And I feel like a lot of people who just came from Shenmue 2 or Shenmue 1, I don't know why you come from Shenmue 1, but if you did, that moment would have just taken you out of the game. Actually, I think there's one last fade to black speaking sequence upcoming, unless I'm misremembering. Yeah, a lot of awkward walking. I was just trying to walk side by side with Shenhua. She's very precise, and I'm not. She's a good NPC. I'm a terrible NPC. Oh no, maybe there aren't anymore. Fade to black scenes, that's good. He needs to get a shirt that fits him. They need to stop chattering the entire time around the well. That's all they ever do. And that old guy, I hear he's very wise.
I'm sure we'll find out more about your father.
Thanks. You investigate here, Leo. I'll try another settlement.
Oh, maybe this is not Shenhua's sort of hometown. And she literally just lived at the house with her father, and she never really ventured down. That's a bit odd, but it's possible. Okay, ask the villagers about Yuan. I will be attempting the most accurate pronunciation of the Chinese names
Excuse me.
best as I can.
What is it?
Have you seen Mr. Yuan?
He occasionally came to visit Zhou next door, but
That's
Zhou
right.
is likely working
It's
right
Zhou, not Zhao.
now. Maybe
as I
Zhou's daughter
discovered.
Lin knows where he is.
Lin rather than Lin.
I see.
But I think Lin is not too bad. I'm thinking, where's Lin? Is she one of these little kids? But then I remember from my first playthrough that she's a very distinctive little girl, and you can't miss her. But I think sometimes she just doesn't appear until a certain time. Or there's like a pop-in. I'm thinking, is that Lin? No, that's not Lin.
Do you have a moment?
Huh? What is it?
She's so nervous.
Excuse me.
Huh? What is it? Don't
Can we
get all
have
cozy with me.
Okay, okay.
Sorry to bother you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Gosh. I feel like the conversation was supposed to proceed, but she just gets really nervous, so it's best to not corner her. There's a cool telephone box. It's yellow or gold. Back when whichever country... Oh, there's Lin. Nope, that's not Lin, that's
I need
Mei
help
Ling.
with something. Have you seen Mr. Yuan?
I don't know.
Really?
So you have
I
or
don't
you
know
haven't?
anything.
She doesn't know
I
anything.
see.
That's a serious problem. That child is having an existential crisis. Ooh. Ask the villagers about Yuan. Okay. That's particularly pressing. I think the thing actually flashed because I'm not allowed to leave the village just yet. So I'm looking around for Lin. Or Lin.
Is anyone there? I guess nobody's home.
This is some pretty good detective work, I think, by me. That's right, turn around so I can speak to you. Yep, yep.
Hi there.
Aha! Come to apprentice under me, have you?
Oh,
He
nothing.
placed a big emphasis under me.
Fear not, for I am the great Sudza Xiong. I can forge a formidable master out of the most hopeless of pupils.
You see, I think in
You
1986,
stand before a
this is how you
Chun-Tai
kind of became an
master.
influencer. You
Yeah.
you kind of
I'm
big
good,
yourself up.
Thanks.
You
Have
make
you seen
everyone
Mr.
seem like,
Yuan?
oh,
Do I look
This
like
guy must
I'd
be
know
famous.
anything about that?
Right.
he
Come
seems to
by
have
any time if
a
you've
lot
got any
of
burning
confidence,
questions about
and
the great
there's all these little
Chun-Tai
kids
chip.
training under him. He must
Will
be pretty
do.
famous. And he doesn't wear shirts that fit him, which is a, fashion choice. Whereas nowadays, he would just have his own YouTube channel.
I need help with something. Have you
Come
seen
train
Mr.
under
Yuan?
me, be my apprentice.
Nope. All I care about is martial arts.
Okay then.
Ah, I see my younger self in you, little boy. That was me when I was in Japan, in Yokosuka. Is that Lin? No, that's a boy.
I need your help with something. Have you seen Mr. Yuan?
I'm not supposed to be talking right now. My master says I have to practice more.
I'm looking for him.
When did your
Well,
master
that's
tell
one of
you
the other
not to
kids
practice
running
more?
around.
Like, your practice is sufficient. You do not need to practice anymore. I wonder if that happens. Yep, I'm going to talk to her again.
Excuse me. Do you know Mr. Yuan?
Maybe Joe's daughter Lin knows where he is.
I know, you pointed to there before,
I
to your
see.
friend. So fine, let's go back to your friend. And now there's Lin on the floor playing, and the cutscene triggered. Now, did I do something wrong? I don't think I did.
Hey there.
Yeah?
That looks great.
Yep, Shenhua tells me that too.
You know Shenhua?
She's my friend. Is she your friend too?
Yeah, she is.
It's a coincidence
Say,
that
Do you know
Lin
Mr. Yuan?
knows Shenhua and Ryo knows Shenhua.
No.
This is actually very good because
He's a
a
stonemason.
child would not necessarily know her
A
father's full name.
stonemason, just like my daddy?
Your dad is a stonemason as well?
That's a coincidence.
Yep.
Can I talk to him?
Uh-huh. He comes home at 7 at night.
This 7 at night
He does.
timing is going to become a reoccurring
Okay,
motif throughout this
thanks.
game.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
I guess it's similar to sort of the 5:30 end of the day that you have in the UK. In other countries, I guess it's 5, 6, or here in Bailu Village, it's 7. Everything finishes at 7. Lean's house. 7:15. I mean, you gotta let him get changed and stuff like that. But yeah, this is effectively the first mission, I guess. Unless you want to go aimlessly
Pardon
exploring.
me.
Who's there?
May I talk to you for a moment?
What is it?
Oh, hi, mister.
You know this man?
He's my friend, Daddy.
Well,
I mean,
get to
this
it.
never gets resolved, but
I
I wonder
haven't
what happened
seen
to
Yuan
Mr.
around.
Yuan's wife.
If you know anything, I'd... Huh? What happened?
Some thugs I'd never seen before showed up and wrecked my place.
Oh, sorry, he's not Mr. Yuan. He is... Mr. Yuan is Shenhua's
Thugs, huh?
father. He is just the
Why would they
stonemason.
do this?
It's me. They asked if I was a stonemason, so I said yes. And they just went crazy.
This village, or the
stonemasons?
thugs, have a serious
They were
problem with
definitely looking
stonemasons.
for something.
What
Like
did they
irrational
look like?
hatred. Thugs.
Well, they weren't from around here, that's for
Uh-oh.
sure.
They weren't
There
from
were two
around
of them.
here.
One had a shaved head with a tattoo on it.
See, this is the problem with criminals. If you have distinctive markings,
tell me.
you're going to get caught.
They went to Yuan's place too?
Yeah, they went there first.
I don't know.
No, you
Yuan
do
was in
know.
the quarry
Well, I guess you don't know
when
for
he
sure.
disappeared.
You're
Yuan
kidding.
could just be on a holiday. He
Those
might not have
thugs
been
might have
kidnapped.
something to do with that too.
I suspect they do.
Maybe. I'll be sure to tell Shenhua.
So we have the first
Bye-bye,
clue
mister.
to the mystery
Bye.
of Mr. Yuan, Shenhua's father. It's getting
It's
late.
gotten so dark.
So dark to see.
Maybe I should head back to Shenhua's house.
Yay, fast travel. Shenhua's house. And the Japanese characters say the exact same thing. Okay, at this point in time, you have to realize this is what the game is going to be
Have you
like,
learned
more or less.
anything new, Ryo?
It's definitely more of an adventure game
Not about your father.
than an
No.
action adventure game.
I see.
So I'd say it's not like
It
Shenmue
seems
2.
that the thugs
It's quite a different
invaded
approach.
Mr. Joe's home, though.
That's it, Mr.
Joe.
Joe, that's his name.
You mean Ling's house? They must have my father then.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions.
See, Shenhua doesn't know that it's Mr. Joe. She only knows it as Lin's house.
I'm going with you tomorrow.
Lin doesn't know her father's name is Mr. Joe. So how's
What?
Ryo supposed to know any of these
Can't
things?
stop thinking about these
He's
thugs.
Japanese. He can't even speak
I
Chinese.
want to know more.
All right, then. We'll go together.
Good.
Okay, I absolutely adored these sort of fireplace chats. But I imagine many people may have skipped it. But then if you skip it, you're not really getting the game for what it is, perhaps?
Leo,
Yeah?
I've been thinking about the thugs that
You're
went
kind of
to
like
Ling's house.
living with her and
I
getting
don't
to
think
know
it was
her,
a coincidence.
whilst finding
I'm
out
with
what
you.
happened to her father.
They must
Which in
have had a
turn
reason.
helps you find out what
Let's
happened to your
talk to
father.
the villagers together tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot
I
of
want to
repetition,
ask some questions of my own.
but I just accept that for what it is. It's not the
Looks
best
good.
writing in
Guess
the
I'll
world.
take it.
Yeah, I'm constantly going to be stealing apples and bananas from here on out.
Guess I'll take it.
Because food in this place is so expensive. The new stamina system is just not helpful.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Leo?
Did your father say anything to you? You know, before he
Before
left.
he left,
No, nothing. But that wasn't unusual.
he wasn't much of a talker.
Okay.
Although,
Although
Although
what?
he did say something.
now that I think about it, he turned back to look at me several times as he headed for the cave.
That's very good.
Interesting.
That's very good.
Maybe he had a feeling he wouldn't be coming back.
Body language, indeed.
Hey, Shenhua.
Because he's not a
What is it,
talker,
Leo?
he
I've been thinking about
knew
the
that he
cave.
may not see his daughter
It was
again.
my first time in the cave as well. I had no idea he was crafting something on this scale.
That's incredible
I
that
see.
you never ventured down
The
there during your
phoenix and
entire
dragon
life.
are exactly the same as those on the mirrors.
And in my father's letter, it's as if he knew you would have the mirrors, and that you'd come here.
Exactly. But how?
We won't know until we ask him ourselves.
I guess not.
And you could say that that is the
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it,
final
Leo?
objective of this game.
You're coming
to
with me to
find
the
Mr.
village
Yuan.
tomorrow, right?
Yes.
We've
We'll
now
find my
ascertained
father.
this 3
Together.
times that they are going together tomorrow. 3rd time. Oh yeah, Shenhua's cooking.
Hey, Shenhua.
We're going to keep
What is
disturbing
it,
her
Leo?
so she can't
I
carry
should
on.
get some rest. Big day tomorrow.
I know. I need to find my father, and fast.
Yeah.
In case you needed to know, Shenhua needs to find her father. They're going to the village together tomorrow. And although she's cooking dinner, he's now going to go to sleep without eating dinner. I assume she's cooking breakfast then? I don't know. They have a complicated sort of dinner arrangement. Yokujitsu, next day. Okay, I think this is the first sort of morning in Shenmue 3 that you spend at the house. So I'm gonna go check out stuff in the room. Unless I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm gonna go get some morning
Good morning,
Shenhua
Leo.
first.
Good morning.
Did you get enough rest?
I did.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. Ooh, it's a big pumpkin. I wish I could take that.
Hey,
I can't.
Shenhua.
Yes. We should get ready to go.
Got it.
Let's get moving.
I mean, you both wear the same clothes every day. We're pretty much ready to go. I think I'd check out the bedroom on a sort of another day when I have more time. I think I just want to go straight into the game at this point. You see, there's a lot of continuity from the second game to this game. That Shenmue tree looks very similar to the second game. Obviously the house is a lot more sort of developed in this game, and obviously the lighting, the graphics, but that tree, some good continuity if you came here from Shenmue 2. Now this, I like.
Yeah.
This is what real life is like. The person you're living with, they always greet you.
Let's go.
Well, in this case, they
Yeah.
don't greet you. They actually go together. But in subsequent mornings, she will always leave the house and greet you. I think that's quite normal. I think gamers who don't like that aspect don't really appreciate the verisimilitude of this. It's not an intuitive verisimilitude, but you get used to it.
Your
Oh, no.
house. It's pretty
It's
far
gonna go
from the
back to
village,
the
huh, Shenhua?
Fade to Black conversation,
Oh,
isn't
yes,
it?
I suppose you're right.
Is there a reason for that?
The quarry could be one.
Sorry?
The quarry.
That was not a
It's
joke.
a special one
He
that even
did
I'm
not
not
mean
allowed
sorry
to
to
enter.
rhyme with quarry.
Ah. So, your house is there to protect it?
Yes, I believe so. Father didn't tell me anything about it, though.
This is all
I see.
supposition. She has no idea. Her father never told her anything about the mythical
Do you
cave.
know what the dragon and phoenix in the quarry were for?
No, I don't.
Rio, you
But
know if you ask
your
anything about
father
that
taught
cave,
them,
she
right?
won't know the answer.
Yes, he must have.
That's
He
supposition,
wasn't
Shenhua.
alone,
You don't
though.
know for sure.
What do you mean by that?
They must have taken generations to complete.
Yeah.
So, you think your grandfather worked on them too?
Yes, possibly even further back than that.
But
Have
interestingly,
Heard any stories
her
about them?
Mr. Yuan is not
Not a
Shenhua's
single
blood
one.
father, so it wouldn't be her blood grandfather either.
My father always said he'd tell me when I got older.
Then, how do you know it has so much history?
I told you, Rio, it's all supposition.
Everyone in the village has history.
The villagers?
Yes,
Yes,
generations of stone masons,
people of the village
hunters, and
are
farmers
sometimes
have
called
all
villagers,
lived
Rio.
here. The same goes for the cattle wranglers. They've been here for ages.
Oh yeah?
That's just how things work here.
Shenhua's teaching Rio how people have history. It's just how things work around here, Rio. It's not like in Japan, where no one has history, apparently. Goodness, Shenhua. I mean, look at those shadows. It looks great. You can also walk along that bit when it's raining. It looks amazing. You can probably go fishing there, but I never did any of the fishing stuff. I do not see the appeal in real life fishing or virtual fishing or fishing at the arcade. It's beyond me. Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm the only one that does this. I have the camera in front of you. I know you should have it behind you, but I don't know. I think Shenhua's more attractive from the front, rather than just seeing both there behind. Oh no, it's Marshall Hall.
Is this a dojo?
That's right. This is Marshall Hall. It's been here for ages.
Yeah, Shenhua is not a good
Marshall
historian.
Hall.
Everything is just
Long
ages to
ago,
her.
Many
since she's
great
only
martial
16?
artists traveled here
I think she's
from
16?
all
Yeah.
over the world.
That could be like
no one
16,
comes
17,
here
20 years ago.
nowadays.
And that would be ages.
Is that so?
Rio, you should come here to practice when you have time.
She's just negging Rio right now.
that
Just saying,
okay?
like,
Of
I
course.
don't think you're a very good fighter.
Our doors are
You should
open
come and
to
master your
everyone
martial
that
arts.
comes here looking to master the martial arts.
Master the martial arts.
Are you a new trainee?
Sorry?
You're Japanese.
He must have said sorry in
am.
Japanese.
The people of Bailu Village have trained here for centuries. It has history.
Ah.
Did you say centuries?
You would do well to train here if you have lost sight of the path.
Oh no.
You can polish your techniques.
They
So,
see
you'll
that
let me
Rio
train
has lost his
Not
way.
only that, I'll let you prove yourself by fighting the monks here.
Yes.
You're on.
I will allow you to beat up
A
monks.
fight? Very well.
That's not what I...
Your first opponent
I don't think
shall
that's
be
what
Red
Rio said.
Tiger.
But sure, let's
He
fight.
is our least skilled monk, but do not underestimate him.
Yes. He is our least skilled monk. Just hit these buttons. Eat and fill up before fighting. That's all you need. Yeah, as you can see, the fighting system is absolutely inelegant and terrible. It's not even button bashing. There is actually a system to it, but the system is really unrefined. And I mean, I come from sort of the Soul Calibur 3D fighting sort of background where sidestepping means something. So I probably use that to my advantage. But to those people from sort of a 2D background, this system is really unrefined. Shenmue 1 was amazing for fighting. Shenmue 2, worse. This one, horrific. anyone who spends massive
What
amounts
say
of
you?
time
Will
sparring
you
with
join us?
randomers,
Yes.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very well.
I
What
want to
is your
beat up
name?
more monks, please.
Ryo Hazuki.
Ryo Hazuki.
I shall have a name tag prepared for you. You will start from the lowest rank.
Rank?
How do you keep this dojo
Yes.
going?
You must fight and defeat someone above your rank in order to move up.
Ooh.
You must train day in and day out to improve
To
your kung
improve your
fu.
kung fu. Oh dear. Okay. Match. Marshall Hall. Yeah, the fighting system is just a grind, and particularly once you get to Nawu, it is just a grind. But let's just appreciate the story, the reflections of the water in the river, the beautiful verdant bridge, the mists in the background, the mountain, the clock tower, I think, or is it a watchtower? Yeah, it's gotta be a watchtower. All the flowers,
Whose shop is that?
the butterflies.
Over the bridge.
Oh, it belongs to Uncle Tao.
Damn you,
Uncle
Uncle
Tao.
Tao.
Yes, people can get anything they need from his shop.
Well,
I
almost
see.
anything.
Leo,
He's gonna
did you
prove
pack
very.
anything to eat?
I think it's Uncle Tao.
Why do you
Yep.
ask?
Well, you can't run on an empty stomach.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, Shenhua. I wish
Be sure to
I'd
keep a little
eaten
something on
dinner
hand in case
yesterday,
you get hungry
but
later.
I just decided
A
to go
lot
to
of
sleep.
places in the village sell food too.
Thanks.
Can
I'll
I
keep that in mind.
can I eat dinner at your house, Shenhua? Even though I get back at 9 o'clock? And Shenhua's like, no, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, back to Uncle Tao. There's a very annoying mission with Uncle Tao. Shenhua just oh no, I was gonna say she just disappeared, but then she appeared again. I mean, those graphical glitches I can live with because that you know what's happening almost. You know that the just that. You know that the engine or the way they've implemented the engine is just not perfect. I don't understand how bugs work. Is that a bug or is that part of the engine? Or is that part of the overlay? As long as there isn't clipping in and out of between the characters, I can live with it. But it does mean that sometimes you know that you have to sort of move a little bit to get the character
Leo,
reappearing
this
again.
herb.
Oh yes, the other sub-mechanic, which I feel is a complete waste
This
of time.
is-
Collecting
It's
herbs,
licorice.
or as I like to say, herbs,
You can make Chinese medicine
to
with
make herb collections,
So,
sell them for money.
turn this
Basically,
into
it's all just
medicine,
part of the
huh?
money system.
it. Not just this. There are lots of herbs growing in Bailu.
So
Where
in
do they
terms of
grow?
the sort of the annoyances of Shenmue
They're all
3,
over the place.
fighting
But you
system,
have to really
the
look
money
for them.
system,
Oh, really?
and sort of the intro.
There should be special maps
Apart
at
from
Uncle
that,
Tao's shop.
I think the game works really
Someone
well
actually made maps?
for people who are into the Shenmue series,
Yes, if you find enough
which is
to
a
make
very
some
vocal
medicine,
bunch,
Uncle
and
Tao will
probably
buy
not
them
enough
from you.
to sort of sustain the series,
Okay,
unfortunately.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
I mean, the fact that Shenmue 3 exists at all is a miracle, quite frankly. The fact that Sony or which company made Shenmue 3? Deep Silver? Yeah, they published it, didn't they? So the fact that Deep Silver thought that they could make money off this game, I think they could have, but they needed to make it more
Guess I'll take it.
bespoke. They needed to do sort of what Nintendo does and sort of either sold it only
Get
from
rich
their own
quick.
store and sort of
Our herbs
maintain
really
the
work.
price.
Guess I'll take it.
Because the moment sort of this game drops to £12 brand new, and it's just any other PS4 game, it's kind of lost. Whereas say Final Fantasy, those Mario games, it's the same thing. They're just, you know, plastic and disc, whatever. And they sort of maintain their value on the secondary market. So I
I
think
would like to know.
had they sort of
What's
marketed the
tall
game
tower
better,
just past the
make it a
village
bespoke
square?
experience. Shenmue 3
yes,
is very
that's
much
the bell
a
tower.
niche product, right?
What is it for?
So
We ring
increase
the
the
bell
price,
if there's a
60
fire in the mountains,
rather than
or if something
50
dangerous
or
is
70
encroaching
rather
on
than,
the
and
village.
include stuff,
Is that why
maps,
it's so tall?
a manual,
Precisely.
maybe a story book of Shenmue 1 and 2.
It's also a useful landmark because
Selling
you
it
can see it from
for
anywhere in the
£40
village.
to £50
handy.
and then letting it drop
so
to
you can
£12.
find your way back to the square?
I
if
don't
you
know,
head
it
for
just
the bell
cheapens the
tower?
game, it devalues it.
That's right.
Shenmue
I'll
1 and
have to keep
2,
that
I
in
feel like they
mind.
retain their value. I think I recently sold Shenmue 2 for the Dreamcast for about £50-60, or maybe it was 80, I don't know. But yeah, sorry, that was a very long aside. But the marketing of this game was terrible, I think.
I need help with something.
It's not comparable to
well,
Yakuza. It's not comparable to
hi,
GTA.
Shenhua. I see. So you two are friends.
Yeah, why would
Did
I
you see
lie?
any thugs come here?
The people who messed up your house.
Nuh-uh.
Okay then.
Right, that was very useful. Jolin.
I need help with something.
I have nothing to say to a stranger.
Can I talk to you about something?
Shenhua!
Shenhua?
What's up?
This is Ryo.
Obviously,
He's a friend
obviously
of
he
mine.
likes Shenhua. I mean,
For
who
real?
wouldn't? She's the girl in yellow.
Did you see any thugs come here?
No, but I heard some other people talking about it. Seems like some people got their homes trashed.
Okay, thanks.
That was...
Actually, I'm more worried about your aunt
Okay.
than those thugs.
Thanks, Ming-Young.
Yeah, thank you for giving us
don't
almost no
mention it.
information.
I'm just, you know.
What? Okay. Nervous boy around Shenhua. Makes sense. Let's talk to her again.
Excuse me.
You're not from around
Around
here,
here, are you?
Yurei Feng. This is a friend of mine.
Is that right?
Have you seen the thugs that came to the village recently?
Word has it they showed up at the Wong household.
Ah,
But
finally a
Lynn's
lead.
lips are sealed.
Maybe she'd open up to you.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, she's not going to tell her
Thank you
best
very
friend
much.
or Shenhua, but maybe
Just
she'll
be
tell
careful,
Ryo.
okay? She'd be heartbroken if anything were to happen to you.
Huh? Who
What?
would be heartbroken?
Shenhua, that's who.
Okay. In terms of
Actually,
temporal
Oh
continuity,
dear. There I go running my mouth again.
Ryo's only been in
Okay, then.
Bailu Guilin for about, what, 3 days, right? He saved Shenhua maybe, what, 2 days ago? Or has a lot of time sort of transpired in between? Possibly. So Shenhua's been coming to this
Hey.
village and sort of just mentioning Ryo, and everyone thinks that
You've been wandering around
she would be
here lately.
heartbroken.
my name is Ryo Hazuki.
Oh, you're Japanese.
Ah, so you're Japanese. Sorry, dear. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Whoa,
I'm not too partial to strangers.
jingoism.
Wait, Mrs. Jung.
Oh, Shenhua. I didn't know you were here.
In that case,
This
you can
is
stay,
Ryo.
Ryo.
He's my friend.
Oh, well, why
Why
didn't
didn't
you
you
say
say
so?
so? That's totally fine, man.
Now, what can I do for you?
I've got a question.
I mean,
Have
it does
you
make
seen
sense
Wong
within
Wen?
the context, but
There's something I'd like
the
to ask
translation
her.
is a bit strong.
Oh, I'm sure she's around here somewhere talking up a storm to someone.
I see.
Storm, you say?
Let's go,
The
Ryo.
X-Men. I didn't know Storm came to Bailu Village. Interesting. Are those herbs? Or they're drying garlic and fruits and stuff? So I'm thinking it's that woman that I cornered accidentally. She must be the wife of Uncle Tao. Or maybe this has not entered my head at this moment. I'm just going, where do I go? I'm thinking, let's talk to, no, I can't leave the village yet. I think he'll stop me. Once I get to the extremities. I'm thinking, let's go to this house, which I need to at the very end of the Bailu Village section. Because, you know, why not skip ahead? It'd be great if you could. But, the game won't allow you. And she's, yeah. So Shenhua's thinking, what is he doing? This is not Uncle Tao's shop. He's just checking out the bamboo poles. Is this what Ryo does for fun? But she doesn't say a word. She's very, she's a good friend. Possibly more in time for Ryo. So I think now I try to do this,
I
and then
should
it
talk
won't
to
let
more
you.
people around here.
And then you realise the game is bounded in the early sections. Same happens over
I should
here, I
talk to
think.
more people
Yeah.
around here.
So the game world isn't fully open yet, and there are reasons for this. But it still feels limiting to some extent. Yeah. So now I think, okay, let's try and skip ahead to another mission.
I need help with something.
Huh?
Yeah, she's not
Meili.
helpful with anything.
Oh, hi, Shenhua.
Were you a good girl today?
Of course.
Of course I was a good
Who's
girl
he,
today.
Shenhua?
This is Leo. He's a friend of mine.
I need help with something.
I mean, that's an
Yeah?
interesting question. When someone asks, like,
I'm
who is this
looking for
person?
Wong
And
Wen.
you just say, he's my
We
friend.
want to talk to your mother.
I guess that is a sufficient
She's-
answer.
Hey, where'd she go? She was just here a minute ago. She was talking to your Ray Feng.
Oh, I see.
She's so
Thanks a
elusive.
lot.
Now, there's that guy with a scar, which I gotta deal with in a sec. First, let's go back to her. So there's Ray Feng.
Hi there. Is Wong Wen around?
There's something I'd like to ask Wong Wen.
She's not around? I was just talking to her.
No, you weren't.
I
I was
see.
here the entire
She
time,
said
and
something
I did not
about
see
going
her.
shopping, so maybe she already left for Tauget.
Got it.
Thanks.
Tauget. Now, is that a play on words for target? No, it's not. It's not. Okay, so now that I have enough hints, I can now head to Uncle Tao's shop, or Tauget. And as you can see my stamina bar, it's only down to 5 green dots. Gonna have to eat something soon. Makes me hungry, these wolf skins. Yep. Lots of wood that I do not intend to be chipping. Dishes.
Excuse me.
What is
Am I
it?
cornering you now, nervous
Hello,
lady?
Wen.
Shenhua!
Oh, thank God,
This is
Shenhua.
my friend, Yo.
That makes it
Oh,
okay.
really? Your friend?
I'm looking for some thugs. Have you seen any?
I'm looking for some
Wen.
thugs.
Did the thugs show up here?
Like, I'm looking for some
That they
sailors in
did.
Shenmue 1. Have you
But
seen
my
any?
husband drove them off. He's really good to have around in times like these.
What did they want?
That's what I'd like to know.
Oh, yeah, so
They
I
kept
think
hollering something
her
about
husband
wanting
is
to meet the
not
stonemason.
Uncle
I was
Tao.
inside and didn't see anything. My husband told me about it after it was over.
I think her husband is one of the guards of
I
Virgin
see.
Bridge.
Let's talk to Shiren.
Shiren,
Wen's husband.
that's it.
Good idea.
So the two guards, Shiren
Thanks
and
again.
Lu.
Thanks, Wen.
So now let's... Is it a fetch quest if you gotta go talk to someone? Or is it just a meet quest? So obviously, on your first playthrough, you would naturally go to the bridge entry where you first encountered Lu and Shiren. But of course, only Lu is there. Where's Shiren?
Hello, Leo.
Hello.
Da Tong.
What's with the two of you?
Yeah, why are you
Is
calling me by
Wong
my
Shiren around?
last name and why are you calling me
I'd
by my
like to
first name,
talk to
Shenhua?
Shiren.
He left to patrol Longweishan. It's up
Languisha.
ahead. You'll see signs for it.
I see.
Now, this may seem contrived, but it actually does make you go and explore Languishan, which is a very beautiful area of Bailu Village, or this section, whatever. So I think I don't mind it so much, but if you were stumped and you didn't know where Languishan was, it would be annoying. But since I know where Languishan is, it's totally fine.
Looks like I can practice horse dance here.
Yep, this horse stance
Yeah.
is
I'll give it a shot.
going to get repetitive, shall we say. And this one is
I could practice my 1-inch
1-inch punch. 1-inch death punch. Yeah.
Sure. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, maybe never. But you have to train up your martial arts. So as you can see, there's the signposting for Shenhua's house, or Languishan. So let's go see Shiren, who's looking after this bull.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
What do you want,
What are you
Will?
two doing here?
There's something I want to ask. I'm looking for some thugs. Have you seen any?
See, this
Did
feels a
you
lot
see
like the
two of
sailor
them the
quest,
other night?
where you're looking for some sailors.
Yeah, a big man with long hair, and a man with a shaved head and a spider tattoo.
I mean, this
Tell
is
me
odd
more.
to me because
They barged in during
they were the
middle of
ones
night
that
when I
told
was
Ryo
sleeping.
and Shenhua in the
They
first
kept
place
yelling this and
that some
about a
thugs
stonemason.
had entered the village
Told them they
recently.
had the wrong house and drove them off.
So,
Then I went right back
I
to
don't know,
bed.
it just feels like it's very circular,
Is there
this
anybody
logical
else?
deduction.
Do you know where they went after that?
You're almost
I
sort of
don't know.
questioning the same
But I do
people
know that
to
there
extract
were
more information.
witnesses.
But
a man I met at the bar was
within this
talking
level of
about
verisimilitude,
he
you would
was a bookie
assume
with a scar
they
on
would
his
tell you
face.
this stuff anyway, or Rio would
What
be
kind of
inquisitive,
scar?
or Shenhua would be
A big
inquisitive,
one. On his cheek.
but
We
this
should
is the
talk
reason
to
why.
Leo.
Oh, and it
Yes.
starts raining.
Let's go find him.
So now that it's raining, you should go check out sort of any area with lots of pools of water, just to see how the sort of game sort of shapes up under the
I've
rain
got no
mechanics.
business here. I should head back.
See, I don't know where that goes, because I don't think I ever go that way again. Maybe it's a fishing pond, perhaps? But yeah, back to the village. So Marshall Hall, the Verdant Bridge, and then the village. So I now have to look for a thug with a spider tattoo or a scar. Did he say scar? Okay, let's cross the bridge. And does Shenhua say, you know what, Rio? I'm not coming with you anymore. We've already spent like 3 hours together. I'm off. Which means
Hey, Shenhua.
it's something he must do alone.
I think we should split up and look for the bookie.
Ah, yes, the bookie with the
I'll
scar.
search from here to the village square. You go from the village square to the next settlement.
Got it.
See, at this point, Rio doesn't know
see
the
you
name of the
later.
next settlement, but Shenhua
Yeah.
does. So why doesn't she just say what it's called? Whether it's Sunflower something or Sunset Hills or whatever it's called. Okay. Time to fight that bookie. But first, let's get some food, I think. Yeah, let's eat some food. So if you try and do this first battle without those 3 snake powers, good on you. I found this a drag. So on my first playthrough Bailu Village, I think I spent like a few hours just stuck on this first sort of boss battle, I guess you could call it. It was not enjoyable. The fighting mechanics are hard. This first battle is unusually hard, not because of the mechanics, but because your health is so low compared to his health that you need 4 times the health of the snake power pre-order bonus that you get if you pre-ordered it, first day release, whatever they call it, to be able to get past this battle. And if you can, the game runs smoothly. But if you can't do this battle smoothly, the game kind of grinds to a halt here.
A scarred face.
This must be the guy.
This must be the guy.
You saying
There's
something?
So what?
I'm looking for.
Oh,
Where can I find? Okay.
Yeah, the reason why I'm
Watch
skipping
out.
this is because I had to see this,
Let's do this.
these lines of dialogue so many times when I was fighting him. Okay, I think I just about get away with this fight. And this is on my second playthrough. I know what I'm doing. And it's very hard to beat him, because one of his hits takes off so much of your health. Yeah, I think I'm just going for a counter elbow assault and occasionally fighting him. As you can see, I've done barely any damage on him, and he's almost killed me. So any second, activate the, there you go. See? That was like almost a special move, and it didn't take off that much. So now we're sort of parity level, right? But I only have 1 left. I'm thinking, did I mess this up? See, like one of those special moves takes off what a green dot of his. Now this is it. If I mess this up, I'm gonna have to do this all over again. So, bit of Soul Calibur sidestepping, you know, get dizzy, punch him, almost done it. I really hope I can do this. Please do it. Okay, thank goodness. See, I had 3 snake powers, the equivalent of maybe 3 healths. The snake powers don't give you full health regeneration.
you're pretty good.
You're just really strong.
That's kind of you.
Okay, my memory's been jogged.
Uh-huh. That's thug talk.
I'm looking for someone who's seen the thugs.
Oh, yeah, those thugs. I heard they gave the bookie running
Flower,
the
Bird, Wind, and Moon games some trouble.
some trouble.
And the bookie is.
I've only seen him when out drinking. Have no idea where he'd be now.
Well, if he's a bookie, he's probably where his workplace is, wherever, you know, that game bookie is. I don't want to say the name of that game, it's so long every single time.
I've got to eat something.
Thankfully I have these garlic things, and those apples that I steal from Shenmue every day, since she doesn't feed me cooked food. Okay, so I think, yeah, so just past Uncle Tao's house is the sort of amusement area, I think they call it. I think it's, what is it called?
Hey, bud.
Hey, Bud.
Over
hey,
here.
Hey, Bud.
You can't play unless you buy some tokens.
Okay.
Buy some
That's
tokens if you want to play.
I love that circular logic though.
This is...
Hi there.
I don't want to play.
Not now.
Come again soon.
Joy Park, that's what it's called. Joy Park sort of amusements. There's the turtle guy.
Excuse me.
Hey, bro. Come to
hey,
play?
Bro.
I recommend Bailu Village's own turtle racing.
Of course you do.
I'd like to talk to the flower, bird, wind, and moon.
As you can see, he's not here right now.
Sorry, but he won't be back till the evening. He says that UV rays are bad for your skin, and he doesn't want to get sunburned.
I see.
Where can I find him?
He should be back around 7 in the evening.
7 in the evening.
I
A
see.
reoccurring motif, maybe.
Since you've got time to kill, why not try turtle racing?
I'll come back.
Tusk. Thank goodness to Joy Park. Skip time, 7:15. Oh, sorry, 1987. Earlier I said 1986. It's actually 1987 now. Okay, there he is. There's the bookie.
Excuse me.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Try your hand at Flower, Bird, Wind, and Moon. Care to try it, handsome?
So I think they're going for sort of an effeminate bookie.
Why so serious, buddy?
Who's kind of like
I hear those thugs
trying to mess up your sexuality.
You're telling me it was awful.
Or maybe
What
bookies in China are effeminate. I don't know.
If you play around, you gotta win naturally.
Okay.
I'll have to collect your bet in advance.
Yeah, in case you lose and don't pay.
All right.
Which do you bet on? Flower, Bird, Wind, or Moon?
For some reason, I don't think it naturally lands on the green or the yellow as much as the red or the blue. Whenever I sort of use that sort of probability buff that you use later in the game to make money, it's most of the time red or blue. Most of the time red, actually. It's almost never green, almost never yellow. Maybe they programmed it that way? Yeah, so a lot of the wasted time footage has been cut out from when I don't win at gambling.
Oh, it looks like you've beaten me.
That's another part of the game which is absolutely horrific.
Things
Making
are
money.
just heating up.
What happened with the thugs?
They came in here, busted everything up, and stole my money. I've lost a fortune.
I'll make this right. I promise. Tell me more.
I don't think Rio ever does make it right, at least not to him.
2 of them came here that night. One was a big, long-haired guy. The other had his head shaved, showing off his spider tattoo.
Okay, this is information I already know.
A big, long-haired guy and a bald man with a spider tattoo on his head. Got it.
They kept threatening me.
So I assume
where the stone
the bookie is going to give you a little bit of information that will help you find
Told them
out
to have a
where
look
they
around
are.
the village square so they'd buzz off.
So that's how they found Joe and Wong's houses.
Then they came back to yell at me because they didn't find who they wanted. I handed over some money and they let me go, saying something about the Sunflower Grove.
There we go. There's the tidbit
Sunflower
of
Grove.
information for us to
Got
carry
it.
on with.
Thanks. That's a huge
Sunflower
help.
Grove, the next section
It's
of the
gotten
game
so
to be
dark.
open up.
Maybe I should head back to Shenhua's house.
Is it a maybe or is it a definite? Let's head back to Shenhua's house. So 9 PM, perfectly respectable time to be back at Shenhua's house. See, anytime you see this screen and it's just, you don't see what's going on, I'm saving the game and I've edited it out. most of the time I do it, so it's very brief, because some of the save screens take like 20 seconds.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Liao?
I'm heading for the Sunflower Grove. I heard that's where the thugs went.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
If you find them, then you should be able to find out where my father is.
That's the plan.
That is the plan,
Don't
Shenhua.
worry. I'll find them.
You can trust me.
Thank you so much.
What's the Sunflower Grove like?
It's jam-packed with sunflowers for starters.
That is...
It's quiet out there.
very...
Just flowers and
Makes
some
sense.
old ladies raising cattle.
That sounds nice.
It does sound nice, actually.
Kids like to play around there, though, so it can get a bit loud.
Sounds rather
I
idyllic.
hope they don't get mixed up with those thugs.
Me too. I really hope I find those thugs tomorrow.
Me too.
Before they bother any of the kids.
Agreed. Please be careful, okay?
Okay, I think from now on I can interact with Shenhua. But first, let's get some free
Guess
fruit.
I'll take it.
I think in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't do that much, but it's something.
Guess
If you're
I'll
on
take it.
if you're on 3 sort of health dots and you need something. Okay, time to take off my shoes. And then let's have some sort of by the fireside, around the fire pot chat with Shenhua, who is knitting.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Liao?
It gets really quiet at night, doesn't it?
It's very peaceful.
And pitch black once the sun sets. You shouldn't go out after dark.
Good point.
Yeah, there aren't any
There aren't any
streetlights.
streetlights out here either.
It does actually explain
Everyone turns
why.
in early, too. Well, aside from Sunset Hill, it's always busy out there.
So it explains why Rio
Really?
needs to get back at a certain time, because there is
What's
no
the
light.
attraction out there?
The bars that open up at night.
There are bars in the village?
Sure are. That's where all the adults go to drink and talk. Loudly.
Good euphemism there,
You want
Shenhua?
to go see it for yourself?
Okay. I'll check it out.
I'll go with you when you do.
You will?
See, I thought
Alright.
that was very sweet, but
Say, Leo,
that statement never comes true.
tell me about where you were born.
You want to know about Yokosuka?
If that's where you were
Yokosuka?
born, then
Yokosuka?
yes.
Sure.
Yeah. I was born there.
What's it like?
Dobuita. Oh no, friends.
Talking about Yokosuka reminds me of my friends.
The people you told me about on the way here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true. Shenhua
Let's
and
see.
Rio have
There
had a
was Goro, the
long
punk.
conversation on the
Right.
Tom,
third
the
disc,
hot
I
dog
think,
vendor.
or is it the 4th disc of
Right
Shenmue
again.
2?
You've got a good memory.
The Guilin disc.
And Harasaki, the photo lady.
Harasaki.
Huh?
Photo
lady?
lady.
Oh, right. I showed you her photo.
Nozomi.
Yes, she's pretty.
Yeah.
She's pretty
She
pretty.
is. Yeah. You could say that.
And yet she's not the one that Rio is meant to
Hey,
end up
Shenhua.
with.
What is it, Leo?
What's your father like?
He's rather strict, I think.
You think?
Yes, but I can tell it's all because he loves me so much.
I know what you mean. My father was the same way.
He's also my teacher. I learned a great deal from him.
Your teacher?
How so?
How so?
He taught me all about the mountains, the animals, and the Lijiang River. He taught me everything I needed to know to survive in Guilin.
Guilin,
Wow.
rather.
He sounds like a good father.
There was one thing I taught him, though.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
How to cook. I'm way better at it.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
good one.
I can't argue there. Everything you've made has been delicious.
He did the cooking when I was little, but I've taken over for him.
Oh, yeah?
He'd get this sour look on his face and say, "Wish I could chisel half as good as you cook."
Oh my gosh.
Say, Leo,
That is the kind of
What was your
sentimentality I
father
can't
like?
stand.
He was
a strict father.
He was pretty tough. As a father, I mean.
just pretty tough?
He was really strict around the house. But I could tell he really cared about me.
He sounds pretty similar to my father.
Yeah. We lost my mother when I was young.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
so
interesting.
sorry.
We never know about Ryo's
So he probably felt
mother.
he had to put that much more care into raising me.
He must have been a nice person.
I never thought of him as a nice father, but it's different now.
I feel like some of these conversations really open up
Are you
Ryo's
okay?
psyche. It's fascinating.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Leo?
I've been thinking about Yuan.
What about him?
Yeah, what about you, Anne? He's my father.
What was the drawing of the mirror in his room?
I have no idea.
Did he ever tell you anything about it?
Shenhua
Not a
has
thing.
very little information
I'd never even
sometimes.
seen it before. He always told me never to touch his work desk.
So he's such a secretive man.
I see. The pattern on his mirror, the phoenix mirror, and the carving in the cave.
It's like she knew her
They've
father
got
was
to be
interested in all
connected
these
somehow.
things, but she never
I
could
think you're
find
right.
out.
They could also be linked to his disappearance.
I think they absolutely are linked to his disappearance.
We should ask around for more information about your father.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Say, Leo,
I'd like to
Yeah.
know more about you.
one more
Oh, maybe
question
not.
about your father.
Go ahead.
What did he do?
He ran the Hazuki dojo.
So he was a martial arts instructor?
Yeah. A
Yes,
tough one.
he was a martial
His
arts
students
instructor.
fear him.
Did he
That
scare
is his
you
official job title. Yes. Oh no.
No.
He didn't
He
scare
didn't
me.
scare me.
too? Not even a little?
I haven't feared a single opponent I've ever faced.
Wow.
That includes my father.
Fight like the brave.
Impressive. You're a pretty tough guy.
Tough guy, Ryo.
You think?
Tough guy.
I mean, I don't know.
You're not sure?
I want to get stronger as much as the next guy, but I'd never call myself tough.
Why not?
I feel like my father will come storming up to me the second I do, yelling, "Don't be so full of yourself."
See?
So he
There's
did scare
more
you
of
after
sort
all.
of Ryo's psyche being sort of dissected
No,
here. It's
I
very
mean-
interesting.
He just...
Oh, Shenhua.
Okay, you win.
Ryo can't stay mad at Shenhua.
Hey, Shenhua.
We've got an early morning ahead of us, Leo.
That means the conversation
get some
has
rest.
ended.
Yeah, I might do that.
Time to put on my sneakers or trainers so that I can then walk to the bedroom and then take them back off. As a Japanese person, I'm sure he feels this is all very weird, as once you enter the home, you just take off your shoes altogether. Time to go to sleep. I know I should skip them, but I don't think I skip a single one of these sequences. If you hold down the circle, you can skip this. Yokujitsu!